Hey folks, how we doing today? Looks like we're gonna get on the Fallout 7 Disc 6. Now I'm beginning. I'll make my new character. We'll start playing. So there'll be some things that I already have based off of there's like account-wide items and things, and then there's certain things you have to earn per character, like most typical MMO style of games.
War. War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Yeah. Future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is
So we kind of
Reclamation
use
Day.
the same thing they did in Fallout 4 with how
It
you
may be time to leave,
create your
but
character
I'll
and
never
your look.
forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed.
I think this allows
But
me
you
a little
all
more
share
bold
one
color.
very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
Let's see what we got here. Typical hairstyles. Let's start to got the greaser, curly bun, boot camp. Trailer smash, slick and sleazy. Remember Anchorage. There we go. We can do the Shaggy Swivey. There we go. I can't tell what it's... Oh, my jawline. Okay, I see it. There we go. Trying to get the... There we go. See if we can... Some of it's really hard to see. That'll work. Extras. Let's say we'll make them a little chunky. There we go. Hopefully it lets me have this. We shall see, we shall see. Oh, there we go. Now we get to take our license picture. So over here on the right hand side we got our options. We could show like expression. I'm afraid. Amused, angry, odd, concerned, confident, disgusted, flirting, friendly, happy, impressed, irritated. It sounds like an old man trait. So we can do a pose. You can move your camera around to see it. That moves this up and down. There we go. I had to figure out how to do it. Clean sweep. Greaser. Gunslinger. Hands on hips. I see no evil. Kneel. Look into the future. Jumping. Taking off. Quick draw. Showcase. Slalom. Uncle Sam. Get off my lawn! Yeah, we could do that. Get off my lawn, you no good, no goods. That'll work. You could also kind of like go through here and change the frame. So you could do this and this. So some of these I've gotten in-game already. Some of them, like anything with this little atom symbol next to it, those are ones that you've earned through certain things. Alrighty. So now we're in our little abode here. We could rest. So what they've done in this game is you don't technically like sleep and then you wake up kind of thing. You actually like lay down in a bed and you'll get this oh, watch out for my hat. You'll get this bonus. So you lay there long enough till you see the little bling pop up that the bonus is in effect. So we shall do that real quick. And then there's a couple other things you can do to get buffs too. Come on, give me my bonus. You gotta get up. Okay, so you hear that little sound, you'll feel well rested. So all you gotta do is get up now. Once that kicks in. Oh, and then we can interact with that. Have a great day. Good evening. Good morning. Now, I don't know why I can't get that hat, but that's fine. And then over here, you can find instruments in the world, and then you'll get a bonus for this as well. Yeah, I'm pretty good on the guitar. And it's cool in the game, like you can get, there's places where they have multiple instruments, so you can get like enough players together, you can have a little band playing. And there we go, well tuned. So now we got well rested and well tuned. And unfortunately we can't really pick anything up in here. We're going to use our terminal. And then you've got holotapes in here. Looks like Nuka Tapper, so that's a video game. We're going to take that. And just giving us some info about that stuff. So once we're done here, this is just our bedroom, by the way. Then you can come out here. We've got our washroom. So you can just interact with things. We're not really picking anything up per se. Just kind of walk you around the apartment. Can't, like I said, you can't really. You can do that. Do not put TP on backwards. Need more sugar bombs. And then we've got our stuff out here, so we can sit. Now notice the symbol, like to sit, I can't just hit. You have to kind of hold down your button to get your person to sit. And then this, you don't get a sit bonus. So we got our little things here. So turn it off or turn it on. Pretty much it's telling us to get out of the vault. Proceed to the exit. And we got to get our Pip-Boy. The old trusty reliable. Now, you may notice how this one looks a little older than the one in Fallout 4. A little bit of a right there. So it has the older style look of the like the Fallout 1s. A little bit like it didn't look like this per se, but kind of like you see the vacuum tubes over here and all that. So you'll notice it does look different than the Fallout 4. The other thing down here, look at our date, October 23rd, 2105. So the bombs fell on October 23rd, 2277. So it's only been, what, 28 years, roughly. And then the time over there, that's the game time, that's not our time, so you can't really like change that. And then it's got the typical go through your stuff here. So typical setup. We'll learn a little bit more as we go. And one of the strange things is, like, it looks like it's empty, but if there's another player who creates their character, they'll show up in here. And so you might see another person roaming around.
Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you.
And like pretty much the houses are laid out the same. But this would be another player's, an actual player's house.
I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia.
So what this will do,
This is the Overseer.
come over here, you got this little dude pointing like, go that away.
Message repeats
Now,
in 24
we got
hours.
Crutchley. Hello.
At last.
And
Today
another thing they
is your
added was now you
reclamation
can
day.
actually like show the
I
history
bet
of
you're
what
just
conversation you've
bursting
had
your balls
with
to get out there
whoever.
and see the world.
And originally when this game came out,
Nothing at all. The
that was just
exterior
robots,
sensors
like,
were taken out of
you
commission
didn't-
after
th-
that
there was no, like,
unfortunate business with the
NPCs,
nuclear bombs.
that
With
you could
so
interact
many of
with,
your friends
other
having
than,
been gone so long,
I think the Overseer
cannot begin
was
to
the only person you could
speculate
interact
how
with as far
they've
as, like,
transformed
not a player.
Appalachia already.
And then over time they've added,
No, and we're not likely to get one. It's been months. Besides, she left this place
it was
behind to
Wastelanders
reclaim America.
was the first, like,
It's past time
expansion
you followed
slash
her
DLC
example.
kind of stuff, to where they actually brought people into the game, because that was one of the big complaints, was like, you're expecting just the players to do everything in the world, and they've had technical issues with like servers, like, because when you build your camp is your camp, and like say you log out, your camp disappears, but when you log back in, your camp's supposed to go right where you left it. But every once in a while you might log in and it'll say something like, hey, your camp's interfering, like another player's already here, so they're gonna move your camp for you, so you can pick another spot if you want for free.
Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir.
Yeah, over here I hit the history
kiosks
button,
have valuable information
so it shows
to
it
help
over
you
here,
thrive
what's going
out
on.
there. Best get cracking.
Okay, so here we go. Now I always have suggested that you kind of like explore a little bit before you go out, because there's some things that you can do inside the vault before you officially like leave. So over here is our stay hydrated. So basically at these little line starts here, and you could follow. You don't really have to.
Imagine dying of hunger or thirst.
So you can take these things.
Another day, another opportunity to leave Vault 76.
Okay.
What do you say?
So they did add the survival elements to the game as well. Like you have to drink, you have to eat, you have to sleep. All those things can affect you. You're not going to die, but yeah, here we go. We got some stim packs.
Remember, sir,
Hmm.
Rad-X to prevent radiation sickness, Rad-Away to cure it.
Yep, remember that, folks. And then here we go. We got our building supplies. And he's
It
telling us
must
to
be
go this way.
terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness.
Well, why don't you come join us? Yeah, so everybody just a bunch of trashy people. So, here we go. We got a
When
party
you get
hat.
outside, find each
Oh, I
other.
could have equipped it that way,
Seek
sorry.
strength in numbers.
So-
Utilize both your similarities and
So it's under apparel. Put our party hat on. Basically means this is a way to signal to somebody that you want to join the party. So you can have up to 4 people in your party. Now, it's telling us to go that way, but we can go this way.
Ah, there they are. Vault
So-
76's own Rip Van Winkle. How many months has it been?
So what we'll do is we'll come in here. I mean, it was telling us to come in here, but you didn't have to. But we want to see what the Overseer's mission is, because that's part of our objective here. So we'll play it, and then we're going to take it with us.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task, and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. Can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Okay, so basically she's telling us that we need to keep people from getting to the nuclear silos. So that's our main thing there. And so a lot of these doors and stuff are inaccessible. And you can see over there the other little thing, so we're going to be going that direction. Yeah. There's our person, if you want to see it. I usually play first person most of the time. Just feels a little bit more comfortable.
Your camp is the key to survival and rebuilding, so use it often.
Yeah, look at how many you're sitting back here. So this is how we build our little camps, our little home away from homes, so to speak. And unfortunately, we can't interact with any of that stuff. Now, right here, there's a little projector thing going. It tells us about things in the world. Yeah, I think, as I say, I think we can turn it off or turn it on. So it's just giving us information about the world. And then we've got a computer over here that we can interact with. No exceptions. Somebody took a Nuka-Cola cherry. All files deleted. All files deleted. All files deleted. Okay, so here it's telling us that this person is White House Communication Director and National Debate Champion, and he's a barber. So it's probably somebody who's in here.
Remember one of Vault-Tec's many, many mottos. Hard work is happy work.
So we'll equip our glasses and get a pin. So get a job. Go in here. And there's that one we saw from over there. Now this is where we can do a little bit of exploring and go in here. Some people pass this up. So this is how it'll kind of be now. So you'll have a thing that pops up that tells you when you unlock it, you know, a lock picking or hacking, you're going to get this here. It's going to say required skill 0 and your skill 0. So this might at one time say required skill 3 and we got required skill 0. So that's how you'll kind of know like you can't do it. But we're going to go ahead and try to hack this boy. We should be able to do it. Typical hacking in the Fallout games now. We're going to try to find a secret password. Male and maze are pretty close, so if I get that, or we could try cave. Well, it was cave all along. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of XP for doing that. That's why I always suggest doing it. And you can kind of like look through these, get some information. You might get something that pops up, tells you like, hey, woo-hoo. So as in typical Fallout games, or more recent games. The older ones I don't think did exactly, well obviously it wasn't 3D, but you did have to have like either a science skill or a computer skill, I think is how they did it, if I remember. Of course, it's been so long since I played. But typical stuff there. Nothing really else of interest in there. And then here's where we get to go out. Oh, I wasn't ready. I don't think there's really anything down there that we can do anything with. Here we go. Get ready to go out into the world.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci.
Saying all the
Au revoir.
language.
Auf Wiedersehen. Vaya con Dios. Buen viaje.
Alrighty. Okay, so we can either boost to level 20. This is something they've done now. Or we can just start off fresh. I think we're gonna, since we're starting new, we're gonna go ahead and start new. Okay, pick a special loadout. So this is something new because I don't remember having this. So Slugger starts out with the Slugger perk, grants 10% damage bonus to your two-handed weapons. Inspirational, start out with Inspirational, grant 5% XP when you team up with others. Start with Action Dweller perk, grants 15% action point regen. Starts out with the Gunslinger perk, grants 10% damage bonus to your pistols. And you got First Aid. Start out with First Aid perk, Stimpaks heal 15% more. Alright, so you can kind of see at the bottom what stats these are affecting. So this will give us more strength, more charisma, more agility, and more intelligence. And I'm stuck between these two because having 15% action point regen is good to have, but doing more damage. So this is kind of what it's going to look like when we start getting our perk cards, if you will. So you have to increase your stat in order to equip cards. And so like this down here obviously says I have to be level 2 to equip it. And then there's a whole system down the road. So we're going to pick that. Okay. Yeah, that's something new, because originally when you came out you just went out in the world and then you had to level up to get your perks, and then you'll get these little packs of cards. So you might get like 4 different cards in a pack, and then you can go through and pick the ones you want to use and equip. You have to equip them. Okay, so here we are at level 2, and then it's giving us all the little quests and whatnot. So I'll let it do its little thing. Oop, didn't see an item reward. Dang it. Thought it was done. So we're gonna get like different little things. So go to our perks, and you can see that we have that, and then there's also legendary perks that you can unlock that give you like good passives. So like here we'll look at them, we'll kind of spoil it. So over here, produce 50% more rounds when crafting ammunition, and then you can see the different star levels, which means you can level these up and increase what they do. So you can go through here, you see all the different, got quite a bit of selection, or you can just do this. Adds +1 luck and +1 luck perk points. You're capped at 15. So what it is the cards down here will have a cost to them. So up here in the upper left-hand corner of this card, it costs 1 point. We have 2 agility, so we still have 1 point available to do stuff with. have we got our 10mm pistol, combat knife, frag grenades. We got all our leather pieces. And this is just apparel. It's more just for look. It's, well, this one does give us +5 carry weight. Most of it's just for aesthetic. There's our food. So, as in typical ones, they're going to show you what it does. So, boiled water is okay, but it gives us 5 rads. So, what we want is purified water. And so, you just kind of look at your food. It tells you what it does, what buffs you get from it. There's our aid. Here's our repair kit for our weapons, because unlike in most of the Fallout games, you don't just, I think they did it, yeah, in New Vegas, they actually did it, where you had to keep your stuff repaired, but it's a little bit different this way. There are holotapes, notes, so right here, you get plans out in the world, and this tells us how to make a survival backpack. So we read it, now a crafting item is unlocked. So the crafting is a little bit more in depth, I guess you could say, than the regular. There's our Piestel. Let's go talk to old Pennington here.
Oh, sir, those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Sure thing, Pennington.
Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed me.
Well, yeah.
I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
Hey, I understand.
Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia.
Yep, there's the,
Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
Yep.
Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
I'll be on my way.
Do be careful out there, sir.
Okay, so there you go. There's a person. Now you... Yeah, so you gotta... There you go. So we're gonna say hello. Now. Some suit flowers. Now we can kind of start harvesting and doing things. A little secret over here most people don't know. Now, you can hit this. Gather log. You don't need an axe, so they're totally avoiding that. Oh, we already got some buddies over here. So the way that works in this is different. You just look at it. Go. So it doesn't freeze time. Get a silver fork. And then well, I know you'd want me to join it, but I'm not really in it right now. got some people down there. Oh, did they move them? Oh yeah, they moved
To be
them
away in there.
because they used to be over to the side. Now they're down here.
Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
No.
God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? A new bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around.
Big one. What are you talking
You
about?
know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
The treasure. I think you might have got some
But-
bad information.
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Oh, you do that.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose.
Gave it my
Seems
best.
only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Tell me about the
About
area.
Appalachia?
Always learning the area.
Other than it's a graveyard.
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
Things.
The Scorched.
Oh, the
Merciless.
scorched.
They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed.
That's
Without
a new
people around, everything else has
enemy
gone
that got
haywire.
introduced into the Fallout universe.
If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point. Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much.
Yeah, that's fine.
Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio's come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we
course.
met at the Wayward.
Hey,
Carter,
people do
I think was
anything
his
to get
name.
rich.
He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them.
Oh, I'm not gonna take your weapon.
Watch
You might
yourself
need
out
it.
there.
Okay. Yeah, so originally that was like over there where those ghouls were. What do we got here? Oh, a donation box. Oh, that's cool. So people are donating. I only need 10 mil. Yeah, 10 mil. I'll take the 10 mil. Oh my goodness, this is awesome, guys. This is new. This is awesome. You can come grab stuff. They got armor pieces, power armor pieces. Dang. Well, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I might have to get on my other character and make some donations in. That's cool. I like that. I'm not gonna take everything. I'm not gonna be mean like that. So let's kind of just look around. Now I do. See, I know I hit you. There we go. What you got on you? Oh, you got some 10 mil. Oh yeah, then you got this new thing they did, nearby corpses. So you could always just pull this up and then up here at the top we can switch between. I don't know the exact distance, because that one says 18 meters, this one says 1 meter. But that's basically that guy over there that I just killed, wherever he went. sometimes the bodies might phase out into another thing. Alrighty, let's go see what's down this way. There used to be some Chinese robots down here. Did they take that out? They may have taken those out. Used to be like these little robots down here, and making weird noises and stuff, and you'd know you were up on them. Uh-oh. Yeah, so these little meters, whatever, that's the condition of that weapon or armor whenever you find them. So, no, I'm the only one here. Yeah, so it looks like they took out the Chinese robots. Oh, oh. Oh, dang it. Radix diluted. Take that. Okay, I'm not going to start grabbing a bunch of resources right now, mainly just ammo, until we get ourselves established. Get a little camp set up, because then it's like, oh, I'm just going to be doing the typical old man smith thing, dragging all the stuff around. There are some items that you can only get in certain areas and whatnot, but here's something we could check. There's another one we could check. Vegetable starch. That's used in making adhesives. Oh, so they changed it from the robots to the ghouls. Okay. Shot. So what you got on you? Oh, a bobby pin, we will take that. Yeah, might as well snag it. I know I said I wasn't going to, but... What do we got here? Oh yeah, this ranger hat's like... in here. And a lot of people miss it because it's buried in the ground like that. Refined gunpowder. There we go. Dang, I didn't realize I had 760 10 mils. Okay. So pretty much, we could follow the quest and go there, or we can just go on our own and do whatever we want. You know, there's no, like, nothing that says that we have to do this stuff. So, feel free to just go and explore it if you want. Water. Some more 10 mil rounds. Oh, there's another one. Come on, I want it. There we go. More 10 mil rounds. Okay. So here's another one of the resources you can get, fire caps. If it had been a stim pack, I probably would have took it. Yeah, so we could head off that way if we wanted. I don't think we can go inside there. No. Okay. See, we can jump higher in this game. Dang it. It won't let us jump that high in the Fallout 4. And maybe that's the mod that I had installed too, so I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, so I'm going to show you kind of what the map looks like. So here's our Vault 76. This is a person's camp that they've got over here. There's another camp. Looks like they actually let you make symbols now. They used to not do that. So there's our wayward. Somebody dropped a nuke over here. Blast zone. So So this is basically what the map will look like for us. Up here at the tippy top of this thing here, that's an expedition, which takes us out of this map, puts us in another location. And down here at the bottom you can see expeditions. So if I hit X, see I gotta do something before I can do expeditions. And then all these little white dots are like people, the players, and then looks like they got blue as the team leaders. So you got quite a bit of area to explore, and it's nice that they made it look more like this, like map you would have with you, rather than it being on your Pip-Boy. Because I think that's the one thing that they removed from this, was you don't have your map. Okay, so we're just gonna start heading down that way towards the Wayward. Get that going. Oh, there he is. Where was you at earlier when I was looking for you? Good evening, ladies. So we're gonna head down this way. Oh, that might be a... Yeah, that's a player's camp right there. That's cool. So we've already got a camp real close. Oh, he's got a turret going on. Got some zombie or ghoul infections over there. It's got a little Brahmin. So when it comes to the camps, you can go on, most of the time people make them friendly. Most of the time people make them friendly. But if somebody's got their door locked and you break in, you become what they call hostile. And you don't want to do that. There we go. Yeah, so this is a little camp item. You put down this and then it makes fertilizer. So you can grow your crops. Then you got storages. And then they have vendor shops. So if people sell stuff to this person. Oh, there we go. So they sell stuff in game, so you can do this. So you don't have to go to find like a vendor in a little town or something. You can actually do this. And if there's, you can't sell to them, but you can buy from them. And up here at the top, we can make our categories what we want. Now this thing right here is a cool weapon. 5% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target, up to 45%, 40% armor penetration, 100% sneak speed, and 15% stealth in shadows. And we will get that eventually in the game, so it's not that hard to get or rare. And then each vending machine you set up for different stuff. So this person will let us come in, we can just kind of look around. Look at their little decorations. Oh, that's cool. Never seen that before. Oh, we can interact with it. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, different little trophies. I think these are creatures that you actually have to kill in the world, and then you can make trophies. Got a goldfish looking fish. Yeah, there's a piano that we can play. He's got his stuff on display there. Oh, look at all the little bobbleheads he's got. There you go. And here's our... So you can go and interact with these things in different ways. So I can go up and I can start just scrapping items. And you can scrap your junk. And it'll tell you. So you can scrap your junk and turn it into the actual resources. There's our armor. Oh, what in the world? And then you got your chem station. And Mr. Fuzzy Tinker's workbench. Oh, that's cool. There's our cooking stove. Pet lizard. Problem is there's no lizard in there. Tap on the glass, huh? Oh, there he is. Thought maybe he got out. That's cool. That's a new item. Now what we got over here? We got, oh yeah, personal terminal. Honey pot of gold slot machine. Oh wow. And then here's your, you can do loadouts now. They used to not have that, so you can actually make loadouts depending on what you want to do. What in the devil? Oh, he's got a...
If you're here for the show, you're pretty much
oh, a plushie. Yeah, there you go. So you got all these little things. This must be their bedroom. What? What is that supposed to be? A mutated something. Never seen it. Then you got a desk. A silent desk. Stash. Huh, that's cool. Oh, looks like we got a third level. Oh, this takes us outside. Oh, that's cool. Communal fire pit. So yeah, this person's got their little camp. So, and that's another cool thing. You can set up your camps how you want. So we're just going to move on now. I don't want to take up everybody's time. Oh, we got something down here too. What's this? Oh, this is that little tower. So this is actually part of the game. Come down here. There'll be some resources and such that you can gather. We could sleep if we wanted. Yeah, so you got stuff in there. Wood pile gathering. Then we can come up here. A leather chest piece. I think we're already wearing a leather chest piece. Right away, we'll take that. Now there used to be a little, I don't know what they call them. Them little pieces, some kind of musical instrument, but you put it in your mouth and it's like doing 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 ding dong dong dong. I don't know what they call it, but I'm sure people out there will know what I'm talking about. So they used to have that up there on top of that where you can play that thing. And then yeah, so you can kind of see something on fire down there. Just don't even get up. Oh, there's another one getting up somewhere. Where is he? I heard you. Oh, there he is. And then there's one of the little glitches now. He's kind of frozen. Oh, can't interact with him all of a sudden. Let's do it this way. See, that's what's nice about the being able to do that. In case a little glitches, so I'm glad they kind of fixed that. You used to not have it. You might have an enemy that does something like that, or he'd fall through the rock, and then you'd lose any loot that he might have had. And you're like, man. So, kind of glad that they got rid of them little robots. I mean, they may have them still in the world, but they used to be annoying because you'd always hear when you're walking around and you're trying to do stuff. It's like, come on, man. I don't want to listen to that. So, since we don't need a axe to cut down trees, we also need a pickaxe to mine. And once we find a mine spot, I'll show you kind of how that works. Oh, that is totally different. Oh, man. We're discovering all kinds of new stuff today. Yeah, I don't think that's somebody's camp, but it could be. Yeah, don't worry about that robot. He won't get us. But we got a lumber yard down here we can go to. So this will be a location that we can visit from time to time. I don't think that's a player's. Yeah, that ain't a. This is part of the thing. Oh, thank you. So this is our lumber yard. Did they change all this too? So there used to be like little ticks running around. We're in here. I may have gotten rid of them too. TV dinner. Ooh, let's get the Grenade. 308. I guess this is a taken over by people. That's cool.
Don't suppose you could set a broken leg? Asking for a friend.
I don't know if I'm that good of a doctor.
Why does everyone still squabble all the time? We have to come together to survive.
And there used to be a rifle up here too. So that's gone. That's okay. Oh yeah, definitely a lot has changed. Nothing there. Oh, here we go. Psycho, not interested in becoming crazy.
Well, I know what the settlers.
Ah, there we go. Oh yeah, here's the other crafting bench. This is where you make your ammo and any other little like components. So you can make ammo, gifts, quest items. So at one point we'll be able to do all that stuff too. Oh, tracking light. There we go. Yeah. Always just kind of like search around because you never know what you'll find. Oh yeah, this is all this. Last time I played, there was nobody in this place. Nobody.
Remember, some of us still want what's best for Appalachia.
I believe you.
Lumberjack Protectron does not.
Yeah, I like that they actually like did this. There used to be a dead body, a skeleton up here, not so much a body, but a skeleton. And he'd be sitting in this chair. And there's a note, job opportunity. Saying the map updated West Virginia Locum, so we learned some information there. That's cool. I don't think there's much. Yeah, there ain't nothing here. I don't think there's anything over there. So these are just regular old town folk. Doesn't look like there's a main leader here where we can learn anything. Glad we checked the trash. You guys are throwing caps and bobby pins away. Yeah, so kind of like in Fallout, the vanilla Fallout 4, I should say, where you find pieces of, or like power armors laying around. Kind of the same idea here. They're in certain locations, but the difference is they have to spawn in. So if somebody already went and took it, it's not going to be there. Let's go check out this place. See if it's got people or if it's overrun with ghouls. It had ghouls in it a long time ago. So let's be at the ready. Now, see this little green dude right here? Speaking of power armor, look what we found. So this is just the frame, but we still need the old fusion core. Oh, yep, there's some scorched over here. So these guys here, you can get close to them, but if you like search them, they'll explode and like this stuff will come out and try to get you. Oh, oh. I don't know. There's a cat over there. Were you guys shooting at the cat? Sometimes it seems like it takes a minute for it to register that you killed them. So. Oh! You just sneaking up over here? How dare you? Oh, still got somebody else to take care of. Alright, and then we got a little challenge. There we go. So that's another thing we'll have to discuss. Canned food. Pipe pistol. So if it's got the little plus next to it, that means it's probably an upgrade. Pipe bolt action. And that takes 308. Oh wow. We got something with a little more pepper in it, so to speak. And we don't want that one. We want this in it. Okay. Now we can do a little bit of exploring. Says adhesive. I will say, grab the adhesive whenever you can. Oh yeah, we can scrap. So, let's see. Get rid of that one. Here's where I was saying it was different. When you start scrapping items, you start learning craftable things on an item. So that's partly why a lot of people pick stuff up early in the game, so you can start learning the different things on there. So let me find a weapons bench. And see if we can actually like show you what this does. Oh, that poor guy. Still working when it happened. Let's see if that safe is here. There used to be a safe under here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it used to be a safe sitting right there. We moved it. Now, what were they shooting in here? So, you can have PvP in this game. Sammy! Oh, there we go. Learned about Abby's bunker. Okay, not much in here. Nothing in the fridge. So you can collect water. Here's another cool thing. So you can collect water, or you can drink it. And what you'll do is you'll collect water. It'll probably say dirty water when you collect it. Where'd our kitty cat go? Oh, here's another thing that's cool. Like, throughout the world, there's going to be these teddy bears sitting around, and they set them up in these weird little scenes or whatnot. And you'll get a... Some of it might be some pop references, pop culture references, sorry. Alright, we still got some buddies over here. So we didn't technically, and I think we gotta go up there too. As a matter of fact, I think this is where our weapons thing is. Yeah, then you got some these little jack-o'-lanterns. And then you could actually like take the pumpkins, make stuff, obviously, or you can eat it. Go up here. Now the one thing I will notice too is when if you log out and you're not near a camp. Okay, awesome. That didn't even register. One shot though. Yeah, see, this gun's definitely a little bit more powerful. Take the ammo, I'm not interested in the pipe revolver. Nah. Okay, here we go. So, we'll go in here and we'll kind of show you a little bit. So you can make blunt weapons, edged melee weapons, pipe guns, throwing weapons. And I went into crafting, but you can actually go down here at the bottom and it says switch to modify. That's when we'll go to our stuff. That one's got a longer condition, but it's less. This one's got shorter condition, but more. Longer condition might be better. So we can scrap this. This is our materials we're going to get. Okay, so now we've unlocked that. So we're going to go in here. And you got standard receiver, stub barrel. See, now we could apply the bruising grip if we wanted. So it increases melee damage down here at the bottom, but it also makes it a little heavier weapon. We got standard sights, no muzzle. Let's see if we know anything on these. Oh. And obviously nothing on there. So that's kind of like a little bit of like very basic explaining of the crafting system. But that's how it works with your armor and your weapons. When you get stuff, you start scrapping it, and then you'll learn things. And I don't know if it tells us like how many things you can unlock. So that's something we'll keep in mind. Do that because we might actually like learn something. So you can scrap anything at anything if it says scrap. So you don't have to like, oh, I need to be at a weapons bench to scrap. You know, once you go into scrapping, you go into scrapping. Calibrated receiver. There we go. And there are the mods out in the world too, like in Fallout 4 where you found those little boxes. Yeah, don't even run into those things. Oh, I heard key cat. I'll take that and refine gunpowder. Where are you? Where are you, kitty? I hear you. There you are. I think that's the one thing they never did in the game was have mutated cats. Maybe there are, somebody knows. I've never seen a mutated cat in the games. I've always seen the mutated dogs. So there's some kind of weird fan theory that, at least I remember, is that cats are somehow immune to radiation. And that's why they never mutated. Because it's weird that you just see these cats out in the world. And then, with it being a persistent world, if I was to log out here and come back here, it'd be respawn stuff. Hey, kitty. Cheswick II. Can't really, like, pet him or anything. And we might have some goodies in here. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Alright. So, we're going to try to make it over here, and then once we make it to this place, we'll log out. There's a couple of zombies. Let's see how good our Grenade is. pretty good there. Got us 2 for 1. Alright, what we got on you? Silver locket and just right. So, like this tells us what materials we'll get from it if we break it down. So we got a gear, 2 steel, silver, and a screw. So let's go ahead. We're getting close to our camp. Now, if you're wanting to know, 88 out of 165. Oh, we did get a level up. Here we go. Okay, so first you pick a point that you want to increase in. So you'll pick out of these. So I'm going to pick perception. And then when you go into perception, you're going to get one of these little things pop up. So these are your perception perks, but it doesn't mean you have to take a perception perk. You could switch to another card system if you want. So like here we could stick to endurance. There's perception, strength. So we could switch between these and pick something that we want instead of, but we're going to still put a point in our perception. And then you, like here, you just get a mix. So let's go back to our perception, and we've got bats now targets limbs, focus fire to gain accuracy and damage per shot, 40% chance to find extra meat from animal corpses. Your non-automatic rifles now do 10% damage, and your bows and crossbows now do 10% damage. Yes, they have bows and crossbows in the game. So, we could look at our strength here. This is mainly melee, but there are one things that are good, and that's this stuff. Reduction of weight. You got here, drinks quench thirst by an additional 25%, or you take 30% less radiation from drinking and eating. Hunger and thirst grow 40% slower when you're in your camp or a team workshop. Oops. And then inspirational. You got first aid. Action points. Regenerate 15% faster. Falling below 20% health will automatically use a stim pack once every 20 seconds. And then your non-automatic pistols now do 10% damage, which I have one of those already. So if I get this again, you can combine them and they rank up. But the problem with that is then the cost goes up. And then what we got here? And that's our, I think that'll work. So here it explains what exactly what I was talking about. So as we rank this up, that's what's going to happen. So now we picked our card. And we can go, and it'll automatically just, oop. Okay, so it's on there. So now I have 2 perception points, 2 agility points, 1 luck point. So I can't put any more cards in there until I do that. And I don't think I can... Oh, I can choose a perk. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. Sneak damage increases damage to target by 10% for 10 seconds. Auto unlock skill 0 terminals and locks plus 3 lockpick and hacking skill. We'll take that. Wait a minute, new slot. I can have another one? Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. So once you take it out of here, obviously it's not listed. Yeah, there's those Chinese robots I was talking about. Enemies take 10% more damage when they attack you if you're on a team. Enemies take 10% more damage. Generate 1 survival 80 chem every 30 minutes. Fire damage resistant when wearing a matching set of armor. this one's always good to get too, because you're going to be crafting armor, or ammo, which is one thing they didn't do in the other games. Well, no. New Vegas did it. But Fallout 4 didn't do it. Oh, another tracking light. Oh yeah, I didn't even learn my tracking light. It's usually under notes. So there we go. So now we know, and then it'll tell you no, and so you can't learn it again. So down there on our little compass, anytime you see that little tent kind of looking symbol, that's a player's camp. So you'll have that to kind of give you an idea. I've never been a mine person. I mean, they do work when they need them, but here we go. So now we're at the Wayward. So go ahead and we'll log out here for the time. Oh, another donation box. Nice. Morse treasure map. Nice. And don't worry, that robot's okay. So yeah, now that we made it here, we're going to go ahead and log out. So, yeah. This is the atomic shop. So that's another little thing you can do. Like, usually, once a day, they'll give out free items. So you'll come in here and it'll have like a little, yeah, see all this free stuff? So we can go in here and claim all those. And then obviously I have some stuff. I have that one. And these are just little things you can put up next to your name, and then see, like, you have atoms down here in the bottom right. I've got 2,390 atoms, so you can use them to purchase things if you want. Groovy music, man. Oh, look at that, 250 caps. So here's another thing you got to pay attention when you do this. If you have multiple characters, it's going to say, do you want to unlock for the current character you're playing or for another character? And we're just going to go ahead and take it for this character, it's fine. And then, so Fallout First is their premium thing, and what that'll allow you to do is have your own world and special items and all kinds of stuff that you don't normally get. So if you want to go down that route, you can. I've done the Fallout First before. It's almost like the thing they do with the Elder Scrolls Online, is where you ESO Plus, where you just get deluxe. You'll get atoms to spend and stuff like that. You get special camp things, stuff like that. So yeah, there we go. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Any comments, questions, anything like that, likes, all appreciated. Folks, have a great day.